very quiet, and I felt like by being quiet, that's how I was able to handle situations. And I had to learn how to speak up. I continue with fighting no matter how many times somebody kept cutting off my legs, y'all. And I just kept crawling and crawling, and then you know, it grew back, start walking again. As much energy as people put into us and focusing on us and wanting us to fail, they could succeed in the things that they want to succeed in. But hey, I don't know nothing. My name just Kiera. Hi guys, it's your girl Kiera, and I'm back with another video. Welcome back to Enter in the Thoughts with Kiera podcast. I miss you guys so much. So as y'all can see, I'm here by myself, no guests today, just little old me. Right now we are in the podcast room. Okay, we have the backdrop. So excited. Back to the vibes. My mama said that we should have did it whenever me and my mama did our video. She was like, here, we should have did that with like brung the table in here and had the backdrop. But we ended up just doing it the way that we did it, but it's okay. Right now, currently, today, we're going to, before we get into the video, ooh, y'all, I'm rushing. Okay. Okay, before we get into the video, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell notification button to where you can know the next time that I post my next video, okay? Do me a favor. Hit that bell. Hit that subscribe. Share, okay? Tell a friend to tell a friend. Please. Share the word. Somebody might need to hear this, okay? Today is a video that we're going to revisit a year from I don't know the exact date, but it's been a year since I've done this video, and the name of it was overcoming challenges. And it was so crazy because I was watching a little bit of the video of the overcoming challenges video, and I was like, wow, I didn't fully go into detail of how I felt with those situations or like what I was going through. I was very much so giving just I wasn't explaining the whole story. I was just going around what I meant versus just fully being transparent with y'all with what I was currently going through. I feel like I was transparent, but I could have explained things better. And it's so crazy because it's like a year from today. It's just like I do explain things better now. I do go into like a better in depth without it having to be like a full run on sentence, But yeah, that's what today's gonna be about. Today's gonna be about overcoming challenges, and I just wanted to. Of course, I'm gonna play a flashback video. I don't take L's. I take lessons. That's my L's are lessons. It's not a loss because it's just like I don't lose. I always win, but I always take lessons out of the times where I don't win, and I just have been at a place where I want to be a better me. I want to not be so stuck on how something affected me so much, like so focused on that versus just figuring out a way to like what is the way of how we can do something different? How can we overcome this? How can we find a way to understand why is this aligning to me? Why are these things connecting to me? And to where y'all can see where your girl was at a year ago, where my mindset was at, and today, right now, currently, like overcoming challenges, how I look at it now. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this video has been really hard for me to make because whenever I think about the challenges that I've overcame in a year, it makes me emotional. Like, it makes me really emotional because it's not like a sad time. It's like a proud moment because there's like, let's start off. Let's go bit by bit. So, there's different stages throughout the journey of your life. So, the work stage, your relationship stage, your self stage, and family stage. So we're going to go through those stages. So let's start off with work. So work stage, a year ago, I I was going through a transition where I had to be like, I was able to be in a role, in a higher up role temporarily to see how I do. And then I got placed back into the role that I always was, which was just, a coordinator. Retention specialist is someone who takes help you calls, escalated calls, like dealing with like escalated mortgages, different things like that. And then we also deal with the actual people that we work with, like our actual coworkers. So it's like a face to face type deal. So it was a transition from what I was used to, just talking to mortgages on the phone and just dealing with mortgages on the phone and just focusing on that aspect of my job. Then I got placed into a role where I was challenged with having to learn how to still be a nice person always, no matter what it is that I'm going through. Back then, whenever I was going through something difficult, or whenever I was having a bad day, or whenever somebody may have got on my nerves, I allowed that to bleed into like my help queue calls and helping the people that I work with face to face. And then, getting placed in situations where, drama, rumors, all of that type of stuff. And just, I've always been that person as a kid. Like, I've always learned that whenever I'm your friend, I always try to like help my friends fight their own battles. And now I've learned that if it's not my battle, then there's no need for me to try to fight it, and allow that person to handle their battles and the things that they're going through on their own. And it's not that that's not me not being there for them, because I used to feel like, oh, I'm not there for them, I'm not being supportive. But it's just like, no, I am being supportive, because I'm there for you in any type of way. If you need to talk to me, if you need to lean your head on me, and those type of aspects. And I had to learn how to separate work and personal, and just letting certain things seep in that caused me to have to be placed back into the role that I was in, as a coordinator. And so in that moment a year ago, it was just like, it was discouraging. I felt embarrassed. I felt defeated within my own self. I was angry with myself. I didn't feel like I was being supported. I didn't feel like nobody was there for me. But then I had to understand that I don't talk. I didn't talk a lot back then. I was very quiet, and I felt like by being quiet, that's how I was able to handle situations. And I had to learn how to speak up. I had to learn how to use my voice without using it, cuz then whenever I did use my voice back then, it was like I would express based off of my emotions, and I didn't allow myself to process how I felt first before I tried to tackle the issue that was in front of me. And now, looking at the past and looking at where I am now, I'm grateful that I went through all of that stuff at my job, because it helped me build a lot of strength within me. It activated a lot of things within, just like my self-awareness, learning who to trust, learning when to speak up, when not to speak up, learning how to communicate with those that are willing to help you, learning how to just not be so afraid to be vulnerable, but just learning to be vulnerable with the right people, um, and loving people no matter how bad they do me. Like, I had to learn how to just let people be people and just be Kiera. Like, I had to learn how to continue with being Kiera no matter how the other person decided to be. And that's not always easy. We don't always like talk about that a lot. Like, being the bigger person, being the person to put your feelings to the side or put how you feel to the side and just be the logical one, just be the accountable one. Take learning how to take accountability for your actions, for the things that you did, and not focus on what they did. Not saying that what they did wasn't wrong. You know, what they did was wrong. But it's like at the end of the day, what can I do better? What can I focus on that I can make this like if this situation approaches me again, like how can I make better decisions on making sure that I communicate where I'm at to where other people don't assume or think that, oh, she in the mix of it again. And I learned how to stay to myself, and I allow certain situations at my work and certain people's opinions and all those things to make me feel small, make me feel insecure, made me second guess on how good I am at that job. And for me to be there is for 4 years, it's just like here, like I'm very knowledgeable. I've done a lot of things within that company, and I had to remind myself of that. Like I had to remind myself that like I'm that girl. Like you're that girl. Like you got this. Like yes, you make mistakes. Yes, you may fall sometimes, but you at least know how to get back up. You at least know how to go back and correct the mistake that you made, and understand that you can't go back into the past, but you can make better decisions within the current moments that I'm in. And that has been like the biggest eye opener for me within my job, and it's allowed me to treat my job like a job and not treat it like a career, because that's not my end all be all of where it is that I want to be at in life. But it is something that supports me where I am currently until I get to the place of where I want to be. And so I wanted to get back to loving my job again, and why I loved it with helping my customers and then also helping people too. But I really genuinely love talking to my customers and helping them and just helping them find their way, navigate them, and having a being just a good energy, a good light, and just a sound ear, and sometimes a soundboard. Just, sometimes just there. Just I just want to I just that has always been my thing about myself that I've always noticed, is that I care a lot and I have a really big heart. And so I had to learn how to I can wear my heart on my sleeve, but not everybody needs to see whenever you're bleeding. But it's okay to allow the ones that are around you, that you know that got your back, know that hey, I'm bleeding. Like it's okay to let them know to where they can help you through that journey. But that's where work has been a year from today. What I said work, and then I said relationships. Ooh, man, relationships a year ago. I feel like I be doing this thing, having friends with benefits, just accepting less, not sticking to my boundaries. I wasn't sticking to my boundaries. I was just, you know, hey, we cool. We kicking it. It's no like, it's like I know that they're not going to be my husband. And I didn't know back then of how to just be okay with being by myself and just being like, okay, I don't have to do this. Like we don't have to do this. Like I don't have to try to create this person to be my husband. If he ain't got them qualities, he just ain't got them qualities. And I feel like, I don't think it was necessarily hard for me to accept that. I feel like, well, I guess it probably was. It was hard for me to accept that the person that I see to be my end all be all, and they showed me all these potential things about them that they could be my person. And then they actually show me who they currently are right now in this moment, but gave me a glimpse of who they could potentially be. And it's just like accepting that people are at a place of whenever you work on yourself and you do better and you make better decisions for yourself and you want to look in the mirror, you want to take accountability for your actions, you want to be like, hey, Kiara, you could have communicated better with that person. You didn't even have to be that aggressive with that person. You didn't even have to say what you said. You could have just not said nothing at all. Just being self-aware, even when driving in a car, as simple as driving in a car and having road rage, like learning how to understand that if somebody chooses to have an attitude with me, like I'm not going to have an attitude back. Like changing things within you, changing the bad habits that you know that you need to change in order for you to get to the place that you ask God to help you get to. You ask God to help you be a better person, to help you learn how to accept things for what they are, to help you learn how to accept people for who they are, and learn how to accept that, you know, this may not have went in the way that I wanted it to go, but at least I'm working on me. At least I'm doing better. At least I'm trying to take those steps of becoming a better me. And it was like at one point it was like I wanted to try to help the person that I was talking to get to that place too and see the things that they needed to see, that they needed to work on. And it's just like, no, like I had to learn that at the end of the day, if that person doesn't want to fix what it is that they need to fix within themselves, and if they don't see it, they're not going to see it until they're wanting to look in the mirror, until they take that shield off their eyes. I no longer wanted to walk blind anymore. I no longer wanted to continue with hitting that same wall over and over again. I opened up different doors, but still it was another wall at the end of it, because it was always the door that I wanted and not the door that I knew that was best for me. Cause the easy way is just being low vibrational, just accepting the fact that somebody is willing to just make time for you, willing to take you out whenever you want to be taken out, someone that'll go take you to dinner, or someone that would just spend time with you and you just watch TV together. Like all those things, it was just like they give you these things, they give you these actions, but then the words of what they say is not ready to align to the actions that they're giving you, because I had to understand that the actions that I was getting was only because of the ties that we had within each other, of what we were doing, if we were being sexual with each other, or different things like that. And just understanding that whenever you place those things in the midst of getting to know someone, that person doesn't really necessarily have to do very much from there, because y'all are basically like playing house. You know, like I had to realize, like I was playing house with a lot of people that I've talked to or got to know or decided to date. I played house a lot, and one thing that I've learned is that I no longer wanted to play house anymore, and I want to build a home. That's where I'm at right now. Like I want to actually build a home with someone. I want to actually build a friendship, build a genuine relationship with someone. A year ago from today, I feel like I was afraid of loving someone again, because of the hurt that I went through and all the pain that I went through, and just being put down and not being appreciated, and always giving and never receiving the same reciprocation that I was giving. And not just money, but just love, just me caring, me being there for you whenever you're going through something. But then whenever I was going through something, whenever I was going through a hard time, it was like people didn't have that time or even just the space to even give that to me, you know. And that's okay, because you know, not everybody is at a place to be able to absorb your problems, because they have so much that they're having to deal with within their own lives, that they're having to unpack, where they don't have time or the energy to take on yours. And so it's just hard to separate from that. It's hard to just accept those things. So you just have to learn how to just being with yourself. And you know, that's whenever the next one comes down to, you know, me. You know, that's where I've been, like where I'm at a year from today within Kiara, is just choosing Kiara now, being by myself genuinely. Now I'm at a place where it's just like I love that I ask for peace. Like I know y'all, like all anybody who is not new here, and the ones that are new here that didn't know this, but it's just like I ask for peace. Um, Peace is something that is very hard to learn and receive and plant within your life and grow because peace comes with accepting that some people just can't go with you. Even no matter how bad you want them to go with you, no matter how bad you wish that it could be the way that you imagine, you have to accept that it just can't go that way. Um, you have to accept that, sometimes you just can't go to the store and go buy the things that you want to go buy. Sometimes you just got to stay in the house. Sometimes you just have to sit in your feelings. And understand and tell yourself, hey, I'm hurting. Hey, I'm sad. Hey, I'm not feeling good. Hey, I am confused. I am lost, God. Just, I don't know what to do. I don't know what the next step I should take. Like, boy, it just be so many things that you go through. And through my journey of where I'm at today, it's just like, I live in the moment now, y'all. Like, I never live in the moment. Like, yes, I do record my life and I do vlog and I do those things, but I do take breaks and I don't vlog every single thing. But it's just like, wow, like I used to rush getting to the future because I knew what God had prepared for me. I knew what God told me that what was going to come for me. I just didn't realize that I had to do all that work of working on myself and looking in the mirror and accepting that ooh, that was a little ugly, Kiera. And like, you put too much into that person. You trust that person too much, getting my feelings hurt and just all those things help build me to be a lot stronger, mentally, physically, and emotionally. It's just like, yes, these things do hurt. Like here recently, like I've went through a situation where like I had to separate myself from talking to this individual in the way of how we were talking. Like at first it was just like I had to come to a realization like, wow, like I know how to handle, like it still hurts that I have to separate myself from being with being like detaching myself from a relationship, whatever type of relationship you want, like a relationship. That's how we gonna call it, a relationship. Separating yourself from a relationship and just things not being in the way of what it used to be. You don't do the same routine that you used to do with each other anymore, and you have to, like, those things change. And I noticed that I accepted it a lot better than what I used to in the past, because in the past it was like I didn't look at the bigger picture. And I realized that God places people in my life for a reason, and more now here currently, I've learned to pay attention to the type of people that he places in my life, because either they're going to teach me a lesson or they're just going to be in my life for a lifetime of lessons and just moments, and showing me that there are good people like me out here in this world, and showing me that yes, there are still going to be bad people along the journey of you getting to the blessings and the abundance and just the overpouring of just love and just faith, peace, okay? Not even faith, but peace is what I meant to say. Peace over my life and just understanding. I know that what is coming to me now and where Kiera Shindro Brown, like I know who Kiera Shindro Brown is. Like I know that if somebody tries to make up a story about me, if somebody tries to say anything about me, anything about me. It could be anything, whatever it is. I no longer now take offense to it because I know who I am. And it's just like, oh, if somebody talking, then that means I'm doing something right. That means I'm on my high vibrations. That means I'm vibing real, real high. Okay? That means I look real good. Cause at the end of the day, it's just like when people do stuff like that, y'all, they really either wish that they could be you, or they wish that something within their lives was something that you had. They want something that you have, whatever it is. And they're just not happy that whatever is going on in their lives is not going in the way that they want it to go. So they wish that your life wasn't going so good. It could be a lot of different things, but it's just like now I just pray for those people. Now I just pray that they are able to see the beauty within themselves, that they're able to see that they're just as amazing themselves. Like, of course you would never be me just as much as I would never be you, because I'm Kiera and you're you. If God made us all to be the same, then the world wouldn't be so messed up like it is. Like the world wouldn't be so hateful, so envy, so ooh, you got that, so I got to get this better. Like, no, like I want to see my people's win, going down to now a year from now with family. Like I want to see my family and friends win. Like the people that I love, I want to see them win. I want to see them reach the dreams and the goals that it is that they want to accomplish within this life. Like I want to be able to give that to someone. And so I want to be able to be the light that God put me here to be, the light worker that he put me here to be, the earth angel that he put me here to be. Like I know now that I'm an amazing person, and I will give you the clothes off of my back. And now I know to still love my enemy and still give them the clothes off my back, because at the end of the day, it's just like, I'll never stoop down to your level, but then I'm also not gonna go too far, you know what I'm saying, where you put yourself in harm's way. There are certain things where you just separate yourself. Like I know not to hang out with certain people now. Like I don't hate you, I don't dislike you, none of that. I just simply, we just don't mix, and that's okay. That is okay. I we like oil and water, we just don't mix. If you know the song, you know it. But yeah, it's okay though. Like I am not tripping. I'm at a place now where challenges are something that I embrace now, because if I'm not going through a challenge, then that means that I'm comfortable. So if I'm comfortable, then it means that I'm not allowing myself to grow past where I'm already at. But I'm also not rushing myself to get to the next step. I'm just making sure that I stay uncomfortable along the journey that I'm in, and understanding that by me focusing on those little things of fixing my attitude, or making sure that I make time for the ones that I love, and I check on the ones that I love, and I spend time with the ones that love me and want to spend time with me, and making sure that I also do the things that I love to do for myself, and spending time with myself, and finding out the things that make me happy, and just understanding that challenges is gonna come, y'all. Like challenges is gonna come. Like it's always gonna rain, but it doesn't rain. It's not gonna rain the whole day. It's up to you on how long you allow the cloud to be over your head. I had to learn that. Like your words matter of what you say out loud. Now I speak positive things within my life. I pray more now. I ask God questions before I ask myself anything now. Like I don't make decisions just because I feel like that's just what I think God said I should do. No, I'm gonna ask God, sit within it, and allow him to send me and talk to me and not me talking to myself. Like, he sends people in your life that gives you those signs of, yes, do this. Like, you know, whenever he's leading you into the path of where you need to go. And right now, I know that I am on the right path within my life. I know that I'm at a place where I'm blessed. Like, I am grateful. I am honored that I was able to even be one of the soldiers that he picked to go through the storm, because he knew that I was gonna continue with fighting no matter how many times somebody kept cutting off my legs, y'all. And I just kept crawling and crawling, and then you know, it grew back, start walking again. But no, for real though, like, y'all, it's just like, I just know that there are a lot of people in this world that probably want to see us fall, y'all. They want to see us crumble. They want to see us not succeed, and they don't want to see us grow. They don't want to see us achieve the things that we said that we was going to achieve, because they worried about us doing it whenever they could be focusing as much energy as people put into us and focusing on us and wanting us to fail. They could succeed in the things that they want to succeed in. But hey, I don't know nothing. My name just Kiera. My name just Kiera. I don't know nothing, y'all. I don't know nothing. Hey, I don't know nothing. But yeah. Oh, I really enjoyed this video. I hope y'all love this video. I really needed this. I thought I was gonna cry. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I genuinely thought I was gonna cry, because whenever I was talking about it to myself and just like contemplating on what it is that I wanted to talk about whenever I did this video, I was like, man, this is kind of crazy. Like, I'm happier, and I have like this weight lifted off my shoulder, because I used to always be so angry, and I used to have a really hard time with forgiving people, and I used to have a really hard time with forgiving myself and forgiving the people that chose to hurt me, even though I did nothing but love them, and it's just like, I'm proud of myself. I'm genuinely proud of myself, because this life and this world it's some BS. But it's so much beauty within it whenever you actually build that strength within your mind. Like, mental health is the best health, honestly and truthfully, y'all. Like, I take my mental health really seriously now. And I talk to myself more now, and I make sure that I'm okay. I don't just say I'm okay just to say I'm okay. Like, no, like, I make sure I'm okay. And if I'm not okay, I make sure I have people around me, family and friends around me, that can help me and support me through those hard times and help me talk it out and figure out what it is that I'm going through. And I just want y'all to know that that's all I want out of this, out of what we're doing here with this podcast, with my channel, just period. All I want y'all to feel is a safe space, and know that you got this thing called life, and know that everything that is happening to you is happening for you. Always remember that. It's happening to you, but it's always, just because it's happening to you doesn't mean it's going to destroy you, because it's happening for you to get to where it is that you pray to be. And God is just needing you to heal these childhood traumas and these wounds and these generational curses, to where these things can no longer be repeated within our lineage. Like, I'm here to break generational curses. I'm here to make a change within my lineage. And I was scared at first to take those challenges and to take those obstacles. But I'm so happy that I just jumped. Even though it was like, I just felt naked. I literally felt naked. I felt vulnerable. But I'm so grateful that I chose to be vulnerable with God first. because he just helped me understand the importance of stripping your worries, stripping the pain, stripping the unknown, stripping the worry, the embarrassment, the past, all of that, just stripping it and handing it to him. He just so beautifully turns it into something amazing. It's just like you put seeds in the ground and it grows into this pretty green grass. You plant a seed in the ground, a tree seed, and it grows into this huge, beautiful tree. You plant food in the ground and it is a life supply to feed you. Like, God is amazing. Like, he genuinely changed me to be a better me. And it's just like some things, and not even necessarily fully changed me. It's like a lot of pieces to me is still there. They're just better. They're just more heightened. They're not low vibrational. Like, I don't, like, yes, I have insecurity moments, but they're not like how they used to be. I look at myself more. I've been looking at myself more now currently in the mirror and just been like, girl, you look good. Like, accepting compliments now. Whenever somebody say that I look pretty or that I'm so pretty, I say thank you. And I look them in the eye and I say thank you now. I don't shy away and be like, oh, like, for real? No. Yes, for real. I look dang good. Just like right now. Look delicious. I know, honey. I'm so silly, but before we end this video, y'all know how we do at the end of the videos. We're going to pull our chakra card. And, okay, so this is the second chakra. So it says sacral chakra. And it says reward myself. So it says, I know that I am truly worthy and deserve to receive the good things in life. And I give myself permission to have them. It is time to enjoy the fruits of my labors. I aim to incorporate and embrace fun and joy in my life. I release that all work and no play is a recipe for energy flow, disruption, and exhaustion. I allow myself to experience and receive more pleasure in my life, and I am flexible and open to change. I am receptive to embracing activities and events that come my way, even those I may have avoided in the past. Period. And so the second chakra is the your sacral chakra. So that's the color orange, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, orange. And so it is, I don't know if y'all can see that one, but it's this one right here, the orange one, because that's red at the bottom, and then that's the orange. And so it's a lotus of 6 petals. So it basically, the personal growth areas for this one is change and creativity. And then it's associated with your sexuality, your sensuality, your mentoring, and honoring and nourishing ourselves. And then the other one is what it regulates. So it regulates our ovaries, or tests, our kidneys, our bladder, our prostate, our pelvis, our body fluids, adrenal glands or something like that. I don't know. Large intestines and lower back and sacrum. So like a lot of times, like if those things are hurting, then that's something that you need to heal within yourself. So this is how I look at this chart to help me understand, okay, where am I at? Or like certain colors that I may wear, be like, okay, where am I at within my journey that I need to work on? Like if my back is hurting, like, okay, what do I need to heal within myself that I'm holding on to, or feeling angry about or confused about that I need to work on? And so, yeah. And then we have the flow of energy. So it moves in a anti-clockwise direction and connects to the etheric orchic body. I don't know what that means, y'all. So we got to look that up on our own by ourselves. But yes. But yeah. But basically it's below the navel. So below your navel. So whenever you sit in that pose and you're doing your meditations and all that stuff, you're activating those things. Like as y'all can see, I'm in my throat chakra. I'm right here. If you've been watching my vlogs, my throat has been bothering me because people have been wanting me to speak and have been wanting me to talk. So that's probably why it's been a little hard for me to make this video. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Of course, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, share it with another friend, and tell another friend, and tell another friend, baby girl, and baby boy, man, sir, him, her. I'm just joking, but I love y'all. Peace, love, blessings. Bye, guys. Dun, dun.